Hey, I'm kind of new to this live streaming, but I have an update on the Gabby Petito case. Her fiance, Brian Laundrie, has been spotted at the North Carolina Tennessee border. He was spotted by a hiker who had talked to him briefly. And at first, he didn't know if it was Brian Laundrie or not. So, this gentleman said he was headed west to California and he was driving a white pickup truck. Well, the gentleman that talked to him had pulled in to the parking spot and looked at some pictures of Brian Laundrie, and yeah, he said without a doubt it was Brian Laundrie. So Brian Laundrie is not in the Florida swamp. Um, he is not in Fort DeSoto. He is actually in the Appalachian Mountains, headed towards California. And I really feel that his parents were behind this. His parents and him, as soon as he got back to Florida, lawyered up and refused to help Gabby's parents uh, find her. And he has a warrant for his arrest, a federal warrant for his arrest for bank fraud. Because between October 30th and September 1st, he used Gabby Petito's ATM cards to drain her bank account. I believe that not only did he do that, but I believe he murdered her because of the recent body cam footage that came out from the Utah police, and they were going to arrest her uh, there in Utah because she left marks on him. But also, they found out that he had been slapping her. That's why the Utah police got involved. And she admitted that she was hitting him to distract him, but she wasn't hitting him to hurt him. Yeah, I mean, what kind of sick, twisted moron like Brian Laundrie would kill a 95-pound, 22-year-old young woman who had all of her life to live? She would have been better off finding somebody better because why would you want to go on a van life road trip you know from Florida clear up to Wyoming if the relationship you're in is strained to the point where you're being abusive to each other? That just don't make no sense with me. Yeah, I mean they did pick a perfect time to do it. Uh, they started out last year during the pandemic, so they did pick a perfect time to do it because everything would be vacant. But she lost her life uh, in the Grand Tetons because this dude didn't know how to treat a lady. And what did he do after she was dead? He went and took her ATM card and drained her bank account. And then as soon as he got to Florida, his parents all lawyered up. That's wrong. If he knew where Gabby was, he should have automatically said, "Hey, this is what happened. I didn't mean to do it. Here's where she is." No, he didn't say nothing. He from Wyoming to Florida, he was stopping in between and draining her bank account. That's why the the FBI has a federal warrant out for his arrest for bank fraud. Because in their minds, if they can actually get him for that, then once he's in custody, they could piece together exactly why he did what he did to Gabby. There's going on all over YouTube the viral video of what looks like a man standing in a field uh, with his hands up in the air. I've seen the video, I've analyzed the video, and what looks like a man standing in the field is not actually a man standing in the field. It's a pipe sticking up out of the ground. But if you go back and look at that same video, you looking behind the van, you can see on the ground behind the van uh, Gabby's flip flops, like there had been a struggle. Yeah, this dude is 200 and some odd pounds. Gabby was only 95 pounds. 95 pounds. I cannot stand this dude. Yeah, I'm not advocating what John Walsh said to do last night, which he said this dude needs to kill himself. I'm not advocating for him to do that, but he needs to be found and he needs to be caught because justice needs to be served for Gabby. Yeah, everyone's focused on Brian. What about Gabby? Yeah, the coroner up there in Wyoming is still not releasing her body to her parents because he's still not done with her body. Yeah. I have a 21-year-old stepdaughter. And if something like that was to ever happen to her, then I would be beating down the door of whoever she was with, wanting to know where she was. Why hasn't this person came forward? Yeah, but Gabby, she was full of life. She was a ray of light, and you have this guy running around free. Not in custody for her murder, but they do have a federal warrant for his arrest just to get him into custody. This is all, yeah. And forgive me, I'm new at this live streaming stuff, but what about Gabby? Brian Laundrie, he knows what he did. That's more likely why he's running. He knows what he did. Just like you have those two hitchhiking incidents that he was involved in. One, he offered to pay this person $200 to take him away from where Gabby was, because he asked him where they were heading. They said Jackson, Wyoming. He instantly said, "Stop the car." He got out of the car, got into another car, and he knew what he did. That's what he was trying to get away from the Grand Tetons. He knew that he had just murdered his fiance. And this hitchhiker said last night,